Hello and welcome to Mondays with Melissa. I'm super excited to be here. It feels like I haven't done this in a long time because, in true transparency, my kids had Christmas break and I had pre recorded some episodes so that I didn't need to record when they were on their break, which got extended by a week because of COVID. So it has been several weeks since I have recorded an episode. So I feel a little bit out of the loop here, but I'm super excited to be back and talking with you today. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about the topic of judgment versus curiosity, because I feel like this is something that I see a lot in our society in so many different ways. I see it in our relationship with food. I see it in our relationship with one another. I see it in really our view of the world. And so I wanted to dive in and discuss this a little bit today. So I wonder what it would look like if we were people who replace judgment with curiosity. And when I use the term judgment, I want to give a little bit of a preface, if you will. I think a lot of times, especially in our relationship with food, for example, we can get into the habit of thinking that certain foods are good or they're bad or they're healthy or they're unhealthy. And really, it's food. It's all it is. It's not good or bad inherently. It's not healthy or unhealthy. It is just food. And really the key is to figure out which foods work best for you and your unique body type, because what's healthy for one might not be healthy for the next person. And so really it's learning yourself, your body, your baseline, and really understanding what works best for you. But that also applies to people and relationships. And once you're aware of this concept, especially with food, I think it's easy to see the ripple and the trickle effect that this has in other areas as well. So, for example, we might view someone as an idiot because they don't drive the way that we do, or we might say, oh, well, that's stupid. And really, we are judging it based on our perception, and we're not doing the work to get curious to understand what I like to call the why behind the why. Because when we know the why behind the why, and why someone may respond that way or why they may view it that way or why they may feel that way, that's really where the power lies. And so my encouragement to you is to replace judgment with curiosity. And this requires awareness. This requires a stepping back. This requires slowing down. It requires some mindfulness. And it's a great quality that you can have not only in your relationship with food, but with other people, and just being mindful of how things make you feel and what's coming up for you in that situation. And so the action step this week, I guess, if you will, is to be aware and see if you are viewing the world through more of a lens of judgment or if you're viewing it more in terms of curiosity. And when we're curious, what that looks like is, I wonder why that person pulled out in front of me. They must have had a bad day. They must be in a hurry. They must have something else on their mind, rather than, oh, what an idiot. I can't believe they pulled out in front of me. See the difference? Let's do it with food. So food might look like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. My family got pizza for dinner and I don't want to eat pizza because it's bad. Whereas that was judgment because we labeled the pizza as bad. Whereas if we took a curious approach, it would look like, wow, I'm really hungry. Am I hungry because I didn't eat enough today? Am I hungry because I'm looking for this craving to satisfy something else? Or am I legitimately hungry for the pizza and I'm going to eat it because I'm hungry? Or will I have the pizza and something else? But it's really doing that deeper work and really asking the questions and getting curious. So I hope that those examples help. They give you a little bit of context. If you need more information around this, if you need more examples, please let me know. I will caution you that not everybody likes curiosity. And I think I've talked about this. We as children, if we're curious and we ask our parents why, that might get annoying and they might tell us to stop asking questions and they might try to shut us down. And I do this to my own children because we're tired. But if we can really embrace the curious side that we all have, regardless of whether we will be judged by people, because we probably will, I think it could be really powerful. Because if we were curious enough and we were interested enough in other people's lives and their situations and what was going on in their world, and we weren't so quick to judge, I can't help but think that there could be more compassion, that there could be more peace, that there could be more kindness, there could be more understanding of one another, especially on social media. I mean, my goodness, that is not really a great place to have a conversation, but if you can try to get curious on there, even that might be something to try this week. But I just really wanted to come on and talk about being curious rather than judgmental, because I was judgmental and I've been in that place. I've lived in that place and from that place, and it's yucky. It's just really yucky. Whereas if you can replace that judgment with curiosity, you will have a better understanding of yourself. You'll have a better understanding of the people around you. You will probably have a better understanding of the world, and you can have more compassion, because once you know why someone responds the way they do, rather than rushing to judgment, it gives you compassion when you know the why behind the why. So just wanted to come on today, wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between judgment and curiosity. Again, the action step is step back, get curious, and see if you find yourself being more on the side of judgment or more on the side of curiosity. And if it's more on the side of judgment, how can you integrate some curiosity into your life and your day? And if you need help with this, let me know. I always offer complimentary coffee chats where we can just talk about your goals and maybe ways that you could replace that judgment with curiosity and really get unstuck. Because when we're judging, we're stuck in our own stuff. But when we can get out of our stuff, I think it enables us to see a different lens. It enables us to see people differently, and it gives us that curiosity. So have a beautiful day. I'll be back next week. We'll talk to you then. Bye.